If you are looking for the most effective way to run meta ads in 2024, I'm breaking down 5 of our top tools, strategies, and financial metrics to keep an eye on to make sure you are driving profitable growth. My name is Chris Marano, founder of Bluewater Marketing, an agency that focuses on scaling direct-to-consumer brands to 8 figures. I have been doing this for over 15 years. My agency's been around for 8, and we have generated over $20 million in revenue based on Meta ads and Google ads. So if you're wondering on how to do it for your brand, let's get into the video. So if you guys are new to this channel, I break down every single step of how we do paid ads to scale Shopify brands. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you. Before we get into it, click the thumbs up, hit subscribe. It helps me to reach more people, to show even more people how to do exactly what we do on a daily basis. So the first thing I want to break down in the 5 ways to scale your meta ads, especially with Q4 coming up, are creative iterations. I go into tons of ad accounts every single week, and I see that it's very disruptive on how you're managing your ads, and the similarities between your creative aren't enough, to be completely honest. It's a little nauseating when I get into an ad account and I look and I'm like, ugh. So the first thing I want to do is go into a well-known brand and show you guys exactly how they have their ads set up. So I want to show you this one brand first, Loop. They currently have 330 results, and you guys can see the very specific way that they are running ads, and I really drastically hope that you guys will follow my direction. You can see that they have a very specific angle and audience that they are working for. Looking for earplugs that you can commit to. Here's the extra miles, blah, blah, blah. Like it loud. Here is for loud music. Give your brain a break. Here are earplugs to tune out loud background noise. Not sure which earplugs are right for you. Here you go. Down here, they're running so much UGC content. What I want to do is get into the statics, because for you guys, if you're a brand founder, like chances are you are creating some of this content or you have freelancers. I want you to be able to provide direction using this exact framework. We can see here, 20% off our bundle. This one is tan. Get 20% off of our bundle. Exact same ad copy. This one is purple. Down here, the exact same static, social proof builder, fast company. 1 billion young people are at risk of permanent hearing loss. Hits right to the pain and the problem. All of these ads are essentially the same exact thing. You'll see this fast company, if I zoom in a little bit, just has fast company. This one, same exact ad. Down here, fast company with a little call out underneath it. Same exact thing. Down here, again, this one doesn't have fast company. It just has the call out. This one has a specific call out text. Guys, the easiest way that I can explain this, if you go into Canva, you can literally create one image, duplicate it, have a different color. I'm going to show you how easy it is. So for the record, we don't actually use Canva. We use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, but for the sake of this, I want to show you how easy this can be. So we're in Canva. I just pulled some random template. So now we're going to duplicate this. And then for the background, I'm going to change it to be this color. I'm going to duplicate this again, and I want to change it to be this color. Now we literally have 3 different variations. Let's go bright purple. So we have 4 different variations now. Now, what I want to make sure that you guys are fully understanding is that when it comes to this, you want to be testing one specific thing. So in this scenario, we are testing just the color of the background. If we were going to be doing this for our clients, what I would then do is take whichever the top performing colored background was, and I want to change the callouts. So instead of out now, let's do best selling. Open that up a little bit. There we go. Now we have best selling, and I'm going to duplicate that over and over again to see if we can adjust the call out to be best selling over and over again, or if we want to test the hook specifically, we can easily change out best selling to reduce your acne. Whatever the benefits of this imaginary product is, we want to test that. So we're testing angles, we're testing creative, and we're testing copy, but we're doing so in individually so we know what the control is that we're testing against. I know there's a lot of people out there say DCT ads. Unless you're being very specific on what you're testing in those DCTs, you might not ever actually know what worked and what didn't work. So we structure ad accounts completely different than DCTs. We're doing very segmented ad sets based on copies, creatives, audiences, landing pages, and making sure that those work. Now, the next step, separate from creative, I want to get into an ad account right now because from an efficiency standpoint, profit is what drives your business to be able to reinvest to more products, more ad spend, more money in your wallet. And so from an efficiency standpoint, I've always ran cost caps, bid caps, highest volumes. I do it all. But I'm finding my experience this year has been cost caps have been crazy inconsistent. If we have a $30 or $40 cost cap, next thing I know, we're getting cost per purchases at over $100, which means I'm blowing through my client's budget, and that is not cool. So I'm all in on bid caps this year. I find that they're working more effectively. D2C Twitter also, I believe, says the same thing. So what I want to get into is how to properly structure a bid cap campaign to be able to drive immense growth while maintaining efficiencies and profits. As you guys can see, the date of this recording is October 8th. We are running all types of bid caps. So we are running an Advantage Plus audience because this account is seasoned. Don't do this if you do not have a seasoned ad account. What we're doing is we have the creative winners, and as you guys can see, $70 bid cap, 85, 85, 100, 95, 90, 70, 60, 55, 50, 45, blah, blah, blah. So you guys can see that in terms of scale and the amount of purchases, our $100 bid cap was getting the best. We were at a 3x. Our $95 was at 0.86. So very strange that the efficiency was better at the $100 bid cap. Down here at the 85, we were at a 3. So like those are all good. But what I want to do, and this was information provided to me by a friend who was like, think about bid caps and understand that if you're telling Facebook, hey, you have $100 to acquire an auction position in a placement, or you have $80, what do you think Meta is going to run with? Yes, they are going to go with the bid cap at the highest cost, which turned out to be not so advantageous to us. So what we've done is, as the weeks and days have progressed, I started high. I want to keep pushing that down because if we're shooting for a total spend of 50% of our total budget, which is set at $2,000, and I go to yesterday, the budget for this is $1,000. We almost hit 50%. So that means I'm a little bit overspending here, and I want to bring down the spend, increase the efficiency. So yesterday, turned off the 85 and 90, and now we have a $70 bid cap running. And as you can see, efficiency wasn't really there, the two higher ones. But if I look at the last 3 days, it's actually becoming more efficient based on that. So I want to see if we look today, obviously it's early, so there's been really no spend, but we are starting to get spend on bid caps that previously we weren't because I had set them too low and Facebook was going to spend the highest, which it's still doing with the $70 bid cap. It's all about efficiencies. Then I wanted to do a quick random test on this ad set, and I wanted to see if I can get these even lower. So I have another bid cap going at $18 through $23, and you can see the $23 one has only spent 14 cents. So I know I need to open that up more. I literally was just doing this to see, can I hack Meta? And it's currently not working. I'm not hacking Meta. Stick to the tried and true principles. They do work. Another tip that you have to be doing is utilizing Advantage Plus audiences. I know everyone's saying use it, don't use it. I like doing it on a CBO campaign with cost controls, ensuring that I am reaching new customers, but still re-engaging with previous customers. And I have them set to make sure that only a percentage of customers are being shown those ads. Highly recommend them. The other two tips are one and the same, basically, is when it comes to lookalikes, we all used to pride ourselves on the amount of customer information ever since iOS that's changed. Guys, I find it and push push you to stack audiences as much as possible in order to get the largest audience size. Everyone says broad, which in theory means no audiences. Yes, that could be valid. In our experience this year, broad does work if you have very specific angles like I just showed you with Loop. If you're not running broad and you're like, I still want interest because it makes sense in your mind, stack a whole lot of them. Look for audience sizes at least 10 million people, 20 million, 30 million. Go crazy with them and still test the angles. I urge you to do that. If you guys found this video useful, this information informative, go ahead, click the link down below, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. And if you want me and my team to run your ads, there is a book link. You're going to talk to me specifically. Let's break down what's going on with your business, see if we might be able to help. See you guys in the next video.